Are you out there? What is that, Poe? Alright. Okay. Welcome back to my divine panel of Infinite 8. The Infinite 8. We should just shorthand it and say the Infinite 8. Because everybody knows what, you know, my circles, what that means. Even those on the outskirts of the circles. They've paid so much attention. They've included themselves. They've opted in to lend me their ammo. How awesome, yeah? In fact, bestow upon me their ammo. So, this is real-time, first-person RPG Tina style finale, the final boss mode. Ooh, this is gonna be good. You know how I know it's good? I don't know what's going on over here. 6 of Swords in reverse. Just chill. I'm in the calm. Fantastic. Yeah, calm like the bomb. Is that how Rage says it? They're a very well-known song. All right, so master number 77 here. Collectively speaking, that is a master revolutionary. Hurrah. Huzzah, even at that, if we're looking at the olden times. We're using the Good Tarot by Colette Baron Reed. She's had quite a few magical experiences, a mouthful of them. I don't know too much about her history, but a lot of people can attest to her, like, even secretly, like, just word of mouth, without any agenda in mind. Just, like, really positive things to say about her. And so that's how you know you've earned great recognition. When someone doesn't have the doesn't gain really like a benefit in their share, you know, it's like sorry about that. Got another interruption. It's okay. Everything is meant as to be, like, for my greatest benefit. So yeah, so that's how you know. That's how you know. You're doing swell. You're doing great. And, yeah. I forgot what I was going to say about that, but that's okay. My angels of love and light, my divine panel of Infinite 8 are going to remind me if it needs to be, you know, divulged. But, yeah, when no one's cutting a check, you know, boosting up, like, I'll scratch your back if you scratch mine kind of energy. That's how you know, like, totally valid. And so that's why I feel totally valid, because I don't know what kind of test this is, or if there's a test at all with regards to my ego or my willpower, but I don't know. I don't know. I still feel good about my life. And so anyway, 7 of Cups on the recipient side. Hello, fantastic. A lot of options, a lot of opportunities really looming about, almost like an auric field. Like, I have this bubble where I'm being protected, and I'm also protecting myself. So it's fortified on the outside just as much as it is on the inside. And there's this magnetism which, like, sucks all these opportunities around my bubble, which makes it so much more apparent that there is a lot of protection and that I'm doing well for myself. So even though I had fast food breakfast today, I like changed up the pattern a bit, because I realized there are bigger things to apply to integrate. And so when looking at that, I don't know what kind of flower this is. Is it a gardenia? Gardenia. Let's go ahead and take a look. But it's like a fragile fay here, but buxom, like broad. So 7 of water. What do you want to say about that? Okay, imagination, fantasy, artistic endeavors, co-creative abilities unleashed. Fantastic. Now is the time to tune in to the infinite possibilities that exist and begin to play with them. Everything begins in the world of imagination, and I seize the opportunity to dream. I allow my intuition and desire to blend in an alchemical way, forming something new. Castles in the air can become castles on the ground when I release rigidity, bend the rules, and remain flexible and open. Limitations and boundaries give way to manifestations. Spirit never doubts the power of possibility, and neither will I. So, the most purposeful part in this is for me to speak in first person. So this is first person RPG for me. And so this isn't just like the beginning, but it harks the finale, the grand finale for the Rising. Final boss energy. What else are we gonna say about that? It's real time as well, so it's not just IRL, but like in the now moment IRL. Fantastic. All right, so that's on my recipient end. And so I claim this just in my other readings, you know, for sure. Unless otherwise noted. Okay, so 7 of Swords, air on the doing side. Remember we talked about the doves, like, oh, they have the final like face check, you know, and so that's already transpired, that's already happened. So there's an ultimate clearance, you can slide into home base, you've got the coding, and you've like even the slide into it is encrypted. Yeah, you don't even know like who's on whose team at this point. Like there's been a lot of crossovers, and so I think that's what's happening kind of like on the macrocosm as well. Like, what the frig is happening? Justice. That's wonderful. And remember what I talked about, my the wings? So it's like, instead of like being broad and stretched, like I can have the truth, but I can also have bilaterally solid relationships, solid partnerships. This is more relaxed wing state, like you know, rather than at the reach, at the stretch, like an embrace. This is RBF in its like most beautiful sense. This is great. This is good. Almost like gifted material. Like I am a gift. Because look at the ribbonry. Just see. It's good. Master Revolutionary. We're going someone here. We're taking it home. Take it home, brother. That's what they're saying. Anyway, Master number 11 is also going back to back with Master number 77. This is a Master Initiate. You have paved your own path, Tina. You've answered your calling. So, angel number 7711 is here for me today. In fact, my back. There's been like a lot of heavy weight energy on my back. So I am going to, you know, just reorient myself. Okay. In the calm. Oh, and so, by the way, I am going to use the Transparent Tarot. Your days are not over yet. Oh man, I have to go through like the sorting process of this again. Tiny. Okay, we're gonna do it. It's just sorting through the laundry. It's got to be done. I just thought it was so beautiful. It was so beautiful. Yeah. Okay, I might need that right now. Alright, so let's just talk here for a second. I don't know what we want to say. I'm feeling good. These days, there is more reason to smile than not. I mean, I think it's just all about perspective, right? It's like you get to choose, you know, how you do. And although there may be aggravators, accentuators, or whatever, that doesn't undermine my confidence in bringing it forward. You know what I mean? Like, the more pressure that's applied, the more you should think on a lateral sense of like spirituality. That means that you're, with as much pressure as applied, that means that that is equivalent to the accolades that are being like provided to me. I'm just seeing one end of it, like the polarity, you know, the your polarity of reality, which is also the injustices. And so I know that my time's a coming, if not already here, you know. My time is like always here, basically, is what they're saying. Okay, you know, it takes, you know, this is good material to work with, you know, resources, food for thought, so that, you know, when I have my team, I can back them, you know, like truly. I'll know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm doing. I have my own experience to work with. And yet I'm open to the variations of others. So like, I am best equipped to show up for my team, my solid team, the ones that like are, you know, for real time with me, that support me without breadcrumbing me. And you know, like I said, I've come up with a variety of excuses for myself, for themselves, like, you know, for the situation at hand. And it's like, no, those days are over. Okay, so master number 77. What have I gotten from that? All right, so the clarifying card. Oh, we're gonna do like a boop. Oh, let's shuffle first. So clarifying cards. Boop. 3, 2, 1. Cheese. What is this? Page of Swords on the recipient side, and 10 of Pentacles on the doing side. Do you know how weird that is? 7 of Swords normally is like, you know, lies, you know, cheating, deceit, etc. And that's on the doing side. So, I know what my energy is. But then, like on the Page of Swords, is also like cut and dry. That's the liar. That's a supplier of lies and deceit, etc. Those are the energetics that enact to that. So I see that kind of sprinkled about in this mode, but it's like, it's nothing to be afraid of. It's just something to be aware of. And so on the recipient side, like, people are gonna try to, you know, if they're gonna shiz on Hecate's parade from that silent reading, the very one that's, I don't even know if that's for anybody else, like in its full, you know what I mean? Like, I think that was dominantly for me, and it was supposed to like close off the arena. So, because Hecate is very, very, very selective, very particular, and yeah, she knows a lot. And so, you know, its potency is very ruling. Yeah. So anyway, the Page of Swords in reversal here is like, you know, like putting my ego to the side, relatively for energetics, doing Hecate dirty during her like arraignment, basically, like her crowning achievement, given, you know, high accolades, and also leading the conversation, the divination in on the new moon day. Even on the new moon day, like, holy smokes, there's no tolerance for that. Zero. Like, it does not exist in any timeline whatsoever, any dimension, any timeline. That is like, no, she is not having it. So I would kind of suspect the same energetics like come into my realm too. But that means that I'm, you know, very, very blessed. This is the polarity of, you know, accolades existing, for sure. And so but this is me being objective with certain truths. Like, that's child's play, okay? You know, I have my, any cup, any fraction of these cups, any one of these cups, severely outweighs whatever this brings to the table, you know? So there's that, okay? So 10 of Pentacles. Yeah, this is definitely stealing home base. Like, that's the cosmic mother. Like, everyone talking to the cosmic mother. All the ducks, all the geese, all the, you know, birds. The birds. The birds. All right, so what goes on the Justice card? That's the clarifying card for the Justice card. Real-time, first-person RPG. Finale, final boss mode. This is the one. It is 5 of Swords in reverse. Not going to show up to every battle. This is right-wing energy here. In the realm of justice and, I guess, politics. I'm not going to show up to every battle. I can forfeit some of that, you know? That's what that is. Not every battle is meant to, you know, your attendance isn't required to have your potency known. Yeah. So it's like breaking the swords, see? Yeah, what I'm hearing is Missy Elliott. Break me off, show me what you got. Because I don't want no 1 minute man. You know, what is it back in the day, historically speaking? Minutemen? What is it like? Is that like British thing? The Minutemen. I don't know my history very well, unfortunately, even though I came up from a very well-educated offering. Yeah. You know, like, I think if you look at it psychologically speaking, when I was a kid, and or just like a youngling, even in high school, like, I didn't carry very much for history. Like, why am I reading? Like, why would I give a shiz about anybody else's history when I'm, kind of like, don't have the ability to make my own? You know? It was like, and it was within the same reasoning that I recognized at that time. Like, I wasn't into travel. Like, I didn't have that travel inspo, wanderlust, whatever that everybody else had. And it, you know, it partially had something to do with money. Like, having to work so hard, and not getting even, how is it? Only getting half of what, you know, what your value is. Like, and that's being factual about that. So, so it's like, why would I want to do that and then go out someplace and it's just like a mimicking a mirror of what's already around? So, like, travel never really, like, I had an aversion to that, you know? Like, if I don't like, and this is before, like, I was diving into any kind of, like, way before, spirituality or whatever, even though, like, my surroundings were very much religious. I just didn't understand it. Like, why would I go out? Like, what's the interest in out there when, like, around here, like, just is sucky, basically, you know? I'm just detached from it. I think that's more so the rationale behind it. So, like, there's that. I don't know how I got there, but that's what they wanted me to say. So, again, with what we find aversion to, is basically where we're supposed to, like, those are clues into our North Node, like, what we're supposed to excel in, like, what we're cut out to do within this journey, this lifetime. Okay, so 6 of Swords, in reversal. What's a clarifying card to that? So first person RPG, this is saying that I don't show up to every showdown. I don't show up to every proposed challenge, because we know some challengers are faulty. We know some environments are built to fail. And so we're not including ourselves in something that was set up to fail, to, like, what is it? Framing you, framing me and or my collective to be faulty when it was, you know, set up that way. Those were the logistics. Those were the planned logistics. So they don't show up to every showdown. Okay, clarifier to the 6 of Swords in reverse. Ah, it is a chariot card in reverse. Yeah, we parked it. We parked it. No, I'm good right here. What is that? Is that Family Feud? They go, you know, when something's wrong. All right. I need to have a sippity doo dah, sippity day. My oh my, what a hydrating day. Plenty of sunshine heading my way. Sippity doo dah, sippity day. Is it? That means I'm not thirsty anymore. It's good. I like the puns. I very much do. And what do you want to say? Queen of Swords in reverse. I have elevated from the bare bones approach of being objective with my internship, my being objective in my learnings, to Queen of Swords or Air in reversal. This is moving from like the lower hanging fruit environment, the hangman cocoon, to the higher, to the tippity tops, like very much yeah, so that's what it's saying. New standards. Interesting. Now what goes there? Who goes there? What goes there? What do you want me to say? I think this is like Batcave energy. Yeah. Slumbers, golden slumbers. Yeah, fill your eyes. Smiles awake you as you rise. Sleep, pretty darling. Do not cry. And I'll sing you a lullaby. That's sweet. Yeah. So this is kind of like a little bit like a hiatus. Oh my god, can you even see this? It's like freaking centered. You see? It is centered. Do you look at that? You know, like a masquerade ball type of thing. That's what it's showing me here. This is blocking off my what is it? Like roping off any, like gatekeeping my intuition and my my third eye and my crown chakra. And there's something about it where some area is roped off. Like it's off limits. That's what they're saying. Even the owl. Like, you see that? Like, even the owl. Like, hush. Hush. My little darling, do not cry. Oh. And then what is that song? Summertime. Janis Joplin. Interesting. Sweet. It's so sweet. I'm gonna put on my glasses because I'm beautiful with and without them. But I can, you know, gaining more clarity. Oh my gosh, it's like I put a microscope over everything. Like I can see the detail. Like if somebody's looking out of their window, I can see it. I can't just see like, oh, you know, houses, cars with windows. I can actually see what kind of window coverings or like knickknacks they have in their car. That's crazy. I love it. Okay. All right. Real time, first person RPG. Finale, final boss mode. What do you... 10 of water, inverted. Shiz 10 of Buddha, rubbing your belly, happiness, luck, coming straight at me. Oh my gosh, these are pearls of wisdom. I didn't notice this before, but like, dude, this guy, yeah. 3, 6, and then 4 on the other side. 10 of Pentacles displayed as ownership and reciprocity. You got a lot of love coming to you, Tina. This is the world card Buddha style because we have 2 blooms on both sides. That's like the batons, right? And this is like draped in the robe, and this is like happy as you are in any ethnicity, in any like body bag that you show up, any like clothing that you don, you are the what is it? Domdala. I don't know the slang for it, but you know what I'm talking about. This is it. This is the like the final finishing piece. This is the chart topper. It's leaning on like the edge of, you know, this is the waterfall, you know? But it's safe here because it's like any gush that's going through is protected by Buddha. So it's like I'm safe within this close proximity of an ascended master, of a godlike being. And the throat chakra is prominent here, as well as the sacral chakra, or more so the solar plexus chakra. It's like leaning between the two. The throat chakra, especially because the ears are like, you know, like bulbous in its ability to listen. So the receptivity and the reciprocity of the throat chakra is amplified because of listening skills. Heavy weighted here, you see? I got that. This is wonderful. Like a wave is coming crashing through. But like, Tina, I am safe. I'm safe. I like it. What is the song about? A new landing? A landing? What is that? You know, I was really concerned about the whole jet thing because I think whoever was on that plane was highly, like, crucial to my destiny. Highly crucial, like, because it was freaking instantaneous. Like, okay, let's go ahead and find out who, what jets are on their way here based on the connections. Like, who's the supposed rat within this, like, who's, like, the traitor, whatnot, within this collective, and let's deploy out, like, create this plan, you know. It's I don't know, I just feel like there was something wrong about that. I don't know if it's that or if there was a real rat in the panel of 8 or 7 to 8. I don't know. So they just took out whoever it was that meant ill intentions. You know, I don't know. I feel like it's more so the previous than the latter. So my extended divine panel of Infinite 8, what do you want to tell me? Headed by Archangel Michael. Headed by Archangel Michael. In this, like, you know, in the content of this, and my ask, what is it? What did that mean? Like, what was going on there? 3 of Cups in reverse. What is that, good or bad for me? 4 of Fire. And Page of Air. So I'm like this non-traditional intelligence. I don't know what type of intelligence agencies or organizations are out there, whether they're formalized, like known, or like Black Panther type of energy. You know, like, I don't know what groups like include me, like welcome me, save seating for me. But what it looks like is that there's someone that, like, tainted the energetics of the house. You see, like, someone wasn't a true celebrant in this house, and I showed them that, like, outstretched wings, like looking at my my expanse. It looks like I showed them, like, gave them clue into who was, like, basically the Judas energy. So I guess it's more of the latter. I don't know. Okay, so let me get one more card from my doing side. That's so strange. Yeah. 2 of Cups in reverse. Yeah. This is I asked for, like, a reconfirmation on it, and it's someone that was doing, like, had ill intentions. Because, like, what are masks for anyway, right? I don't know. somebody that had to be done away with, which builds all the more intrigue to who was on that plane. Like, who was on that plane in order to sacrifice X amount of people, all the other, you know, bystanders, like, caught in the crossfire. Like, it must have been something very, very, very big, detrimental energy. So, first off, I didn't get a clarifier for the 10 of water inverted. What do you want to tell me about that? My divine panel of infinite eight in my first person RPG, King of Wands in reverse. There are a lot of players that like are very fond of me. And I don't know, is it like more like, I don't think it's like Playtoy energy, is it? No, they're very much invested in me. Like, whatever pentacle I got, you're gonna get. It's crazy. I'm very much invested. Like, King of Wands energy is definitely a player, you know? Like, they run the game according to what benefits them best. But, like, I have, like, a lot of, I don't know, what the public would say is unscrupulous type of energetics that have a different way with me. Like, over the course of time, I don't know, they create exceptions for me. It's so strange. It's so strange. But that's 100% true. Because they get a lot of value from me that they don't get anyplace else. Like, even if they try to replicate it through other methods, it's unattainable. Like, I am the source of whatever it is that they find of value. And so they're willing to contribute in certain measures that they don't do for anyone else. Like, it's anomaly matching anomalies, 100%. So what goes in the 3 of water reverse to clarify the thing? Oh my gosh, it's the Tower card, 100%, like firm decision, you know. Somebody had to be taken out. That's strange. That's so freaking strange. Somebody had to be taken out, like, X'd out, you know, not just excommunicated, but to eliminate any other, like, tomfoolery. They had to be X'd out. Interesting. So this is something that's really, this is big. This is finale, final boss energy mode. Okay, so what goes in the 4 of fire? Upright, to clarifier. Page of Pentacles. I brought it to them. Like, this is an investment, you know, like, I'm part of the house. Like, you know, like, kind of like Goldilocks energy, except I made friends with all the bears. All the grizzlies. Interesting. So this is not just the wolf energy. This is, like, more substantial, you know? Like, a bear can walk on 2 legs. They have a more expanded form of a diet. They can hibernate, you know? This is something, like, they understand the energetics behind, like, holding on to your reserves. This is, like, elevated camel, you know, like, this is insane. But also there's that familiarity of being like a, you know, of having offspring, the family sense, you know. Yeah, there's something about playing a flute. Flute Loop, is that Beastie Boys? Yeah, yeah, something about that. Like, they they almost like serenade me energetically. And she's like, it's playtime. Let's play some music for her. Aw, that's sweet. Some are musicians for sure, and they contribute. Like, I know this for a fact. Like, it's so obvious. You'd have to be absolutely, like, blind, deaf, you know, like Helen Keller style. You would have to be absolutely, like, not tuned in to see, like, what kind of support I receive on that level. So even though they might not be subscribed or like or comment to my videos or my inputs, I know that, like, because they're from a different industry, but also, like, enhance and are very complementary to mine and vice versa, that their contributions are clear. The reciprocity is clear. It's undoubted. Unfakeable with, for sure. But those, I have to say, from this industry, or like, you know, the realm that I come from, there is no excuse for the lack of reciprocity. Like, there's more takes and give. Like if somebody does like a supportive reading, it's also them tapping into my energy. So it's like taking more than what the offering is, you know? It's almost like being breadcrumbed. I have to say that's what it is. Like if you're not like, if somebody is in the same like realm that I'm you know, doing, there's no excuse where I don't get a like or don't get a subscribe, don't get a comment, don't get the love that you know, common people would get in their realm. So it's like they're taking more than what they're actually giving. And so anytime that I invest in like entertainment purposes, because I think that's what it's going to be from now on, if I ever tap into like anybody else's readings, it's going to be done with a grain of salt. That's what it has to be. If there's no reciprocity like on that level where I'm not getting that support from my peers, then what they're showing me is that they're subordinates, you know, they're insubordinate subordinates. So it's like, that's what I gotta group it as. Like, it's no harm, it's like no offense, but that's what it is. At final boss level, like there are no exceptions. So anyway, back to like the plane thing going on, the jetliner thing, page of air. So what goes as a clarifier to that? So like I should take extreme delight that I have a match of anomalies that are like quite favorable to the most divine. Like it's like, wow, that's creative, Tina. We didn't know that, you know, you could pull a switcheroo goofy stance with these people. Like they didn't know it either. Okay, so page of air, what it goes in there. 2 of cups. Oh yeah, that's so good. So this is rectifying like what true relationships are, like the solid reciprocity, like where we can learn from each other, but we can contribute to the same like goal set and moving forward. This is like of the same frame of mind. Oh, like, oh my gosh, like it's just like replenished, like, dude, the cups, for sure. I'm being held in high regard. Like throat chakra also like cleared. Like if you have a cough or like an itch on your throat, if somebody's trying to like strangle you and trying to like silence you, Tina, that ain't gonna happen. Those attempts are null and void. Oh my gosh, it's so crazy. It's hot in here. Hold on, give me a second. That's crazy. Where's my keys? It's hot in here for reals. Look, I don't have a dog anymore, but like I found this in cleaning up, and I'm like, if I'm walking around and there's like a dog, like whether it's stray or you know, just like a dog that's like, you know, a pup in training, I can use this like when they're, you know, acting like ornery, as my mother-in-law would say, you know, just like a little like rattled, just to remind them to like be on their good behavior, and that they're going to expect like you know, an area of discipline, but also support in that measure. So it's like I just like the idea of being prepared in being able to speak with other sentients that can get a little flustered, because I know what that's like. So it's like, that's so cool. I love it. Oh yeah, I was going to, because it's hot in here. Okay, very nice, very nice. In fact, it's cold. It's been in the dark, so it's good. All right, so what's next here? What do you want to tell me? Final cards, okay? Bottom of the deck is, because it's already been 39 minutes. The Empress, holy smokes! I done it. She done it again. So this is final boss mode. Done so well, so gracefully. Like, do you see? Like, she's just like, you know, she's just like waiting. In her calm calm like the bomb. What were we gonna say? This is real time. This is real time more. Top of the deck. No secret to the sauce. I'm a hidden gem. I'm a star, like, shining beneath the covers. What the frick is that all about? What? What? I think this is, contributing, like, it's like moon water, except star water, like, feeding the Empress's, garden. So, hold on. High Priestess in reverse. Yeah. I'm a hidden gem. So 172 is an angel number for me. I mean, you know, also the polarity of like wannabe energy. People who are gifted but abuse their gifts and they're soon to be taken away. So they're craving that celebrity status. But it's like, no, I got it. You know, understanding the polarities, that's where they want to be. This is where I am. This is where it's at. Pinpoint, you know, like Google Maps, like the dot on the map. Or even, does MapQuest do that? I don't remember, but like this is where it's at. I got 2 turntables and a microphone. Where it's at. Okay, bottom of the deck on this one, matching the Empress, is Queen of Wands. Don't you know it's magical? And right behind that is the 7 of oh wait, no. It's the Hermit card in reverse. Yeah. Lit. What is it? Ooh, that's lit. Subtronics. Griztronics, that's what it is. Yeah, for sure. Because look at it. Look at that. Ooh, 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 ooh. You see? I'm going somewhere with this Empress energy. Let me tell you. Oh, Ace of Fire in reverse. Yeah, that's using Hecate's wand for sure. Thank you, Hecate. You're so awesome. You're so good to me. You're so good to me. Blessed. Oh, that's lit. Oh my gosh. This is from the dark. Can you, oh my gosh. I don't even know what to say. Emperor is right behind that. Look at it. Okay, hold on, wait. See, totally lit. That's from the dark, coming through the dark night of the soul. That's Hecate's wand. That's Hecate's magic. Thank you, Hecate. You know I opted him. All right. She's like, sign these release forms. Yeah, see, use the Emperor in reversal. I told you, anomaly on anomalies. Having the higher ground, like, they're in the picture. Like, make no mistake about it. They are part of it. Sure. They're about to start something. Like, something has been started, you know? And so, like, gonna reap it. That's crazy. That's crazy good. And you know what? Oh my God. You know what the Emperor is doing? Can I say it? Yeah, I can say it. Oh. The Messenger of Earth in reversal. That's the Knight of Pentacles in reversal. Which means, like, it's brought. And you know what's brought? 9 of Wands. Your troops. Your collective, Tina. Not just like, oh, people that are really rah, sis, boom, bah type of energy. But those that will, like, that are down for you. Good. See? Oh my gosh, effortless. This is, oh my gosh, this is like, there were already, like, before there was a sign-up sheet, the people existed. I just put together the sign-up sheet, the forum, and, like, it was effortless for this Emperor in reversal. Like, people wanted in. Strength. Yeah, I was wanted into that reciprocity. Like, can you even, what the heck? This is a hybrid of a cougar and a deer. Page of Cups in reverse. Yeah. So right now, this is correct. Falling in alignment with what I do. Balancing things out. Giving my love. Props to myself. So the top of the deck was no secret to my saucy. Is 10 of Cups in reverse. Yeah, I got a lot of love that I'm going to show up, for myself. This is, so it's like, like the black cloud that's following, like the rainy cloud following over, like the peanut gang, whatever. This is a waterfall of, like, what is it, milk and honey, like Buddha love type of energy, bestowed upon me. It's like, we'll do this privately for you, Tina. like there's a lot of caca poo poo out there. So just do it privately for you. Okay. Okay, it's okay. It's okay. All right. Yeah. High Priestess in reverse. Don't you know it? You'll see a tinge of celebrosity, celebrating reciprocity on the outskirts, like with your detachment. Like you'll see that you are celebrated, Tina, but it's not going to be like the 10 of Cups version where everybody gets to like partake in that, because that's, you're a last of a dying breed, basically, to that type of energy. I don't want to say the last of it, because it's like that's where it currently stands. We're talking about real time, because I have full faith in my energy that it has a great impact and effect, influence over those that like are going like really rising to the occasion. All right, so I got one person here, so we'll do one takeaway for you, and it is 3 of Swords in reverse. And the Knight of Pentacles upright. So something that's being brought to you is oh, 3 of Swords in reverse. Fantastic. Even better at that. So what's being brought to you is like peace of mind. Like no more heartbreak. No more like freaking heartburn. The exterior, symptomatic conditions caused by like bullshit energy. What you're being like chauffeured into a more scenic route, like a safer, you know, like what is like a tour like on, you know, back in the day, Hollywood Boulevard, like Grauman's Chinese Theater, like I Love Lucy days. Like what's the interest in that when currently, you know, Hollywood is like a very like there are slummy parts. I haven't been there in a while, but from what I understand, the streets have gone dirty. And so, like, why are you going to, like, why would you want to tour in certain neighborhoods that, where it could, like, instantaneously get shot up, you know? It's that type of energy. So, like, you're being, like, guided, like, almost chauffeured into a safer, area that's not just scenic, but, like, yeah, definitely safer. So you can like lower your guard and be like, ooh, ah, wonderful, pretty, nice. Yeah, definitely more relaxing. That's what they're saying. Like you don't even have to look out the window. You're just meant to kick back and relax and enjoy your journey here, okay? And so we get to the next step. Yeah. So this pit stops mean a lot, but definitely this is great for you. Wonderful. All right, what are my 3 takeaways? Oh, shit. There's 3 people here. Okay. And it's 11:13. My 3 takeaways are 5 of fire in reversal. Second takeaway is 7 of fire in reversal. And my third takeaway is 4 of pentacles or 4 of earth. So as I get to... No. Okay, let me leave it at that. Okay. So what this tells me, okay, is 12 of fire in reversal. You know what I got from last night's read? I forgot to mention in the assembly of, oh no, it was the King of Fire, was what they're showing me. How it was lit, you know, we talked about like the enlightenment energy, that it implied that was the Hanged Man. And they're basically not just cut down, like God's going to cut you down type of energy, from having to be detached, like kind of almost pointed at, ridiculed, you know, that type of energy from your personal trials. Like this is kind of like Jesus nailed to the cross type of energy, but it's also like a combination of like more of like his peers, like those that were deemed criminals. And may have done like softcore crimes, those that like are meant to be publicly embarrassed, that type of energy. So it's kind of like Dark Night of the Soul, but like blatantly like meant to embarrass you, like put you in the realm of ridicule. So like cutting you down from that, like you've served your time, etc. This is incarcerated type of energy, but you've learned, you know, a lot of lessons within your environment, like with gratitude. So you take the whole piece of the puzzle and you know that it's collectively speaking to the larger like you know, the larger picture. So you come out of that. What they're saying is that you weren't just like cut down. You weren't just let loose from this hangman energy as the king of fire, but you incinerated whatever like pole is like, you know, that is no more. So that's what it's showing me here. In fact, it's saying it more elaborately in the 5 and the 7 of fire in reversal. So there's no dispute. And there's like also like, you have the higher hand, but it's like you're not on this pedestal. Like you're rolling up your sleeves, you're doing the work. And so there's this enlightened energy in all of that. So 12 of wands in reversal. So that's the hangman in reversal. So it's like it's totally lit. Like this is sound ground is what they're talking about. And not just sound ground, but like grounded at that. Ownership, accountability, collectively speaking. You know, I gotta tell you, like there's this reader, I'm not gonna say her name, and I thought she was quite comedic, you know. It was like the first like black girl reader in a while that I felt like home with, you know. Like I remember like she would have been like the grown-up version of my elementary school days. So like because I was, yeah, beep beep, there was I grew up like raised in private school elementary, but it was dominantly like I wouldn't want to say inner city, but it was like the minority, like built with a dark, you know, minority, and a colored minority is what they were saying. Yeah, like more people of color. So when you were talking about like the variety of color, we're not talking about like the array of what we usually see in these days. It was like the standard colored version, you know. And so I grew a liking to this person, this other reader, and I knew I had to cut her off. Like I gave her like chances here and there and there, and I let some like wiggle room. Like, okay, you don't believe in like you know, like you have certain values that are very much like cut and dry with like same-sex this and like, you know, the rainbow appeal type of energy. And I was like, you know, people have their own learning things, so it just, I let things slide or whatever. Everybody has their growth and learning process, until she had shiz to say, indirect, like passive aggressive, about my line of work in last month, let's say, like within the small chunk duration. Like we're not gonna, like, it was like gathering, rallying of like girl hate group type of thing. Like we're gonna be strong or whatever, which means that we're gonna outcast people. We're gonna just, it wasn't just like discouraging, but it was saying that we're going to discourage women who are into like, you know, ass shaking music and like, you know, showing up like this and that. And I was very much offended. I was like, where are you coming off like this? Like, you must be very uncomfortable with yourself in order to talk to your fellow women like this. Like, I don't show up like that 24/7. I don't show up like that in my totality. You just got a fragment of it and you got uncomfortable with it. That's what you did. And for you to come at me like that, and also your conglomerate energies to go against that, like, what kind of encouragement is that? No, thank you. Not only did you insult me, but you are rallying, like, purposefully, like, rallying against it. Like, that's how much hate you have hidden in your seed. Like, no. So, so I just did away with that. And there was no turning back from that. And, you know, that's what that is. So, realm of ownership and accountability, like collective of my experiences. Like, what are you telling me, that I'm supposed to hate a certain part of my life, that it didn't add any value whatsoever? That's a resource in knowledge of like how things were and how things operate in this world. I know how to, like, I didn't act like every single one of the people that I or even like the majority, or even like a fragment of whoever was in my locality. I was the freaking anomaly, and you're gonna treat me like a piece of shit? And like, no, not okay. So anyway, that's what I gotta say about that. Anyway, I gotta get one more card out of that, because like I had to flush that out of my system. In fact, what I'm seeing in my peer collectives, that I probably not subscribe to me or like support, you know, like, you know, that kind of energy. I notice, I have to say also within the community that there's a lot of like hate, like a lot of triggers being pulled and people responding like so aggressively, so emphatically, like cussing out other individuals. And although there's validity in that vibe, it's just like, it makes you cringe. Like, it's like, they're feeding into the trigger. So I gotta say, like, so one for me on mine and one for them on that, okay? One for me on mine. 9 of Pentacles in reverse. So there's a level of codependency. Like, I'm not willing to, like, because I have the desire for friendship and that camaraderie, I'm not willing to be codependent. Like, I'm not willing to compromise my needs for my wants. Like, that's like a no-brainer there. So that's me being faulty and like, I guess the focus more is on interdependence rather than codependence. And when you recognize that there's somebody that you can't work with because of like the fixation of like this passive aggressive energy, it's like, no, just cut it off. No. So then one for my you know, this collective, yeah, there's a beep there, of like what we just talked about. Ace of Earth in reverse. So what they're saying is that there's bigger fish to fry. There's bigger things in mind. Like, there's larger investments to focus on rather than like this breadcrumbing of distractions. 100%. So put your energies on reserve. All right. So for my, okay, since we're addressing this part first, what's the clarifier for the 9 of Pentacles for me? King of Cups in reverse. Like, these are psychics that like want to do the whole pissing contest thing. Like they have this competitive nature within them, but it's also like displaced when something makes them uncomfortable. And they're also very much independent energies. So if they find that like, oh, I'm being needy, like in that level of like, oh, I really, really want friendship, they're going to take advantage of that. And, you know, it's like other things kick into gear, the hyperdrive of competition, pissing contest energy. Yeah. So there's that. So, and that's the distraction from the goal. So you just wipe that out. Okay. So, like null and void. So, for the collective, like with the toxicity and all of that, that there are bigger fish to fry, what's the, what do you call it? The takeaway for that, or the clarifier. Ace of Cups in reverse. Yeah, there are bigger cookies and cups for you, for sure. For sure. Yeah. Like, I don't really have any obligation to extend like a reading for them, like a mini reading for them, but I feel like it's just a good service, you know, like in just looking at the overall collective. You know, again, there's bigger fish to fry, and this part of this like mini reading is kind of like contributing to that. Yeah, 100%. All right, so oh, I forgot to get a clarifier for the 2 cups in reverse from that, like, you know, this thing here. That's crazy. So what's the clarifier for that? 3 of Swords. Yeah. So those that like are like doing dirty, they're like, this is justice. Like, they're gonna get the disappointment, they're gonna get the heartbreak, they're gonna be sacrificed, basically. Whatever they meant for me is coming at them. Yeah, tiger style. Okay, so my 3 takeaways. What's my clarifier for the 5 of Wands in reverse? In reverse. Oh, 4 of Pentacles showing up again. Showing up again. So this is ownership, like indisputable ownership. Again, this is real time, first person RPG. Yay! Finale, final boss mode. Yeah, it's achieved. Yay! That's hands down achieved for sure. Like, all hands on deck, but all hands down. Like, the hands down, you got it. You got the gist of it. This is not just one foot on a pentacle. This is the right foot on 2 pentacles. Like, this is full balance and check, awareness, and like ownership, as you can see with this display here. Okay. this is funny. It's like putting on a new pair of shoes and you're modeling in this like the little angular mirror that they have at the store. So you're like, but it has this weird like angle. So, so you're just like, that's what that is. That's funny. Like new pair of boots. This is what it is. Okay. So 7 of Fire. What's my clarifier for that one? It's the Sun card in reverse, like totally lit. I wouldn't say it's a humbling, but like you're right on target, unicorn level. You know, you're doing the work. It's indisputable. Once again, people see it. So 4 of Earth upright, the clarifier for my final takeaway on this one. King of Swords in reverse. I told you. I told you. There are very complex energies out there that are anomalies to this world, and they get me. They don't just get me. It's like shish kebab me. They understand. Like, I got you. I got you. They almost like want to pin me down. Like there's just like this constant wanting to find the answers, and like they know they're not supposed to kill me off nor maim me. Like this, like over the course of time, they've learned that like it's best to keep me around and like happy, and like it's kind of like this. I open up this material, this realm within them that they didn't know that they had, and it's not like I was trying to do it, but it just happened. It just happened. Where it's like you know, kind of gift giving, like giving to someone, and seeing them happy also makes them happy. That's what this is. This is like, that's funny. Yeah, that's really sweet. Like, oh my gosh, his base is also congruent with my wings. You see? That's insane. They're assisting me with flight mode. They're like, let me tell you how to fly. Like, I'm a pilot. I know how to do this. Like, this is what, these are the dials that you would have to pay attention to. And if you feel like any rigidity, like bumps or whatever, that just means like you look at the barometer or whatever, and then like, this is so cute. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna just, I feel like they're telling me to say, okay, so when I had met that person, I was like, that taught me, I took 3 years of Spanish or whatever back in high school. And so I was never like, you know, supremely invested once it got like more difficult and I got distracted, etc. It's hard to like get back on it once you fall off in, you know, the consecutive years. So anyway, when he said like taught me like palabra as word, like I already knew what that meant, but I didn't know that it was like exact, like within its presentation of like slang as well, like word, you know. And so in my feed I saw something as saying something like duh, but I knew what that was directly like an energy, yeah, like saying like I don't know, like it was stupid or something. But the funny thing is that like I very much value education, teaching, all of that, especially like the teaching aspect of it, the activity part of it, and the active part of it, the role play of it, the real time, like the realness of it. I very much enjoy that. I value that. So it comes into like, you know, like the role-playing, like sexual aspect of things. So like not only do I value it, but like it's something that entices me. So I'm not that kind of girl where it's like I pretend like, oh, I can't open this jar, can you open it for me, just so that it makes a man feel manly, you know, like fuck that. No, I'm not into that. I don't know who the fuck is. I don't know what kind of strategy play that is, but that shit is bullshit. If I can open something, I'll fucking open it. I'm not gonna pretend like, I don't know, how do you do this? No, but for me, I kind of do it in that way, but with learning. Like, I just find it cute. It's not like where you allow somebody to mansplain the heck out of something, but I like the genuine, like when you know the realness of someone teaching you something, like, it's cute. Like, it's I like it. I like it. I'm into that. Yeah, that's what they wanted me to say. Like, give credit where credit's due. And so, even though it might have been very obvious, just the fact that somebody wants you to tune into the frequencies of their culture and like help you expand yours, it's like, I love it. I love it. Okay, so that's it. Okay, thanks very much for all donations provided in and of light and love that reciprocate equally and therefore abundantly. Okay, I call back all my power, energy, essence, gifts, strength, blessings, and intellectual property from those that call upon cash, generate, magnify, multiply, and or any variation thereof, the aforementioned ill will, intent, thought form, pattern, entity, to fester the white light of the Holy Spirit for cleansings, for blessings, for reformatting to love and light energy, and then reformat it into me. Only me, hassle-free, no doubt, and no attachment, except for all bonus points included. But now that this reading is officially over, upon closing the portals in this reading, I send all energies back to their appropriate locations outside of mine with their appropriate karmas due, assisting with a sequence of roll out in light and love. I close the portals in this reading now.